Yo, we got the Fuzzy One, the Comic Lizard, the Jaded Geek. We are all here together on Collection Connection on this Monday night talking shit. We have got some great stuff to talk about tonight, and if we can get into it, we might even get to FUZZ'S COMICCON stories.
Yes, we will get to it. If we have time, I promise you I'll tell you guys something that you can snuggle up in your bed and go to sleep with. A good wholesome story by the Fuzzster.
You have to have like voiceover, like the tales from the crypt, but it's tales from the Comic-Con.
Well, I mean, we can even use the Crypt Keeper and just dub over it because his mouth doesn't move with what he says anyways.
It's worse than a kung fu movie.
All right, welcome back, Comic Lizard. Welcome back, Comic Lizard. If anybody else calls you guys ugly, they're gonna have to deal with me.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so
was it Flock of Seagulls? What do you call me now with my hair?
Tears for Fears.
Hold me now if you want I love you.
Stay with me.
Stay with me. That was the only part I knew of that song was when the guy started whining in the background, but I love that jam.
So we have to pick a movie for Late to the Party next week. We got the sky's the limit. I haven't put up the voting for a while, so I don't know what our thoughts and wishes are with that, but any ideas are welcome for sure.
I was scrolling, doing my YouTube fall down the rabbit hole, fucking finding shit popping up, and this movie popped up, and I forgot how much I loved it when I was young. I have not watched it since, so that's why I was saying I think it would be a good one. But it's an all-star cast: Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., Stephen Dwarf, Dennis Leary, the lead singer of House of Pain, Judgment Day. And it's the
what
premise,
what is this about?
The premise is it's a group of guys. So Emilio, Cuba Gooding, Stephen Dwarf, and Jeremy Piven. They're all childhood friends, and they decide that they're gonna go to. Emilio Estevez has had his first kid, and they want to take him to go see a boxing match. And so Piven shows up in this huge RV, so they could travel in style to get to the fight, and stuff like that. And on the way out there, there's a ton of traffic, and they're afraid they're going to miss the fight. So they take a shortcut, and they end up in the ghetto.
Okay.
And they accidentally hit somebody. And they get him into the RV, and they realize they didn't hit him. He's been shot. And all hell breaks loose from then on. Now, from what I remember, it was okay. So that might mean that it's a pretty bad movie. You know what I mean?
Remember. This is I support everyone because you guys support me, and I will go anywhere with you. But we have to remember this. All right, Santa's sleigh, 13 views. So we are putting in time and work into doing these. So let's. I'm hoping now if it's the kind of movie where it's like some of those ones that Lego took us on, some of those adventures Lego took us on. If nobody watched them, I had a life-altering learning experience and fun suffering with other people, almost like war veterans. Like when you get home,
have a shared trauma.
Exactly, we have a shared trauma. That's probably why I have the relationship with the Chuck E. Cheese people, because
I'm down.
We could do if you want. The other thing I thought about was like look up the top 30 movies of. It's 20 years, right? So 20 years ago?
No, it has to be older than 10 years. It can go
10,
all the way.
10.
We could go back to Nosferatu, dude. We could do Buster Keaton. Like we could do. I mean, I'm just saying we could watch Citizen Kane.
I'm just saying, like, if you figure, because if you do the 10-year, because if that's the rule, then that means it's something that maybe if it's a like like any of the ones that get a lot of views are usually the ones that people are looking for. You know what I mean? So yeah, Judgment Night. I don't think fucking people are gonna be looking for unless they're weird people like me and shit.
Well,
like
the other thing is that on a regular movie that somebody might look for, usually Late to the Party's pulling like 25, man. Unless we're dropping cult movies. Unless if like Killer Clowns, which I hated, was like the number one.
Killer Clowns, dude.
Yeah, because of what? Because it was well written and well acted.
No, because it was a fun ride about clowns that turned you into cotton candy.
What are they doing with them pies, boys?
If you want to watch a cult classic, I saw another one on here: Return of the Living Dead 2. One, if Fuzzy can write,
I know you're in there.
Yes, no,
because I can smell your brains.
No, the best one was
with the topless chick, the redhead, running around the whole time.
That's a different one. This one is the one where there's grave robbers. He's grave robbing, and then fucking they got the severed head.
And they got the toxic waste.
Yeah,
and then zombie comes out of the top. You know what? I've seen every zombie movie ever, especially the old ones. And at some point, they all become a blur to me.
I know. I'm with you. The only way I remember this one is for 2 scenes. So Fuzzy had to like rate scenes, right? Like everyone has that moment in your life where you bust up, dude. Like legit bust up, like where you're crying and you're just like, I can't believe. And it's the dumbest thing. It's always the dumbest fucking thing that why you're laughing, right? If I had to rate like top,
was it when they ran out of money and decided to blow up the world?
No,
because that's what happened in the end of that movie.
The best, dude. The best is when they cut the guy's head off, and it's in the bag, and it starts moving, and homie, fucking the white dude starts screaming like a girl, and he stabs it in the head with a screwdriver, and the mouth, but the mouth is just doing this. And then you just hear the voice, get the damn screwdriver out of my head.
It was so good. My dad quotes that. Every now and then my dad will quote that to me. He's like, I got a headache, like somebody put that damn screwdriver in my head. Like, oh my God. Like, only he and I get that joke. My brother just looks, he's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Or you gotta even love the part 2, because that was right when Thriller came out, and fucking they were electrocuting all of them, and fucking one of them came out in the red fucking jacket and did the moonwalk. I was like, see, like that movie, they knew what they were making. You know what I mean? Oh man, I love it, dude.
I've taken all the other video snippets out, but I leave that one on there just to go to. It's a tension breaker sometimes.
No, it's a good one, dude. I love like there's a lot of like cult classic ones, but like
you do realize, of course, that because we're talking about movies that are 10 years old, we can actually start reviewing the MCU.
No.
Yeah, maybe we take a look back. Maybe we take a look back at some of the or we could even start with like the original, OG Superman. Like maybe not all of them. Like we don't want to sit through fucking number 3, because that one. Even me as a Superman guy, I'm like, I like 4 better than I like 3. Because at least 4, he's fighting the fake Superman. Like I was like, fuck, dude. But
I didn't even mind the Brandon Routh Superman.
Yeah. I'm not
gonna say I liked it.
Right.
I'm saying I didn't mind it.
But I'm telling you, there's a scene in that movie, and my wife, the kids, they all laugh at me. They fucking, I swear, they come running down the stairs when they hear the music, because they know I'm gonna start crying and shit. And it's always the scene where when he comes back, you know what I mean? When Superman comes back and he's trying to stop the plane, he's holding on to it, and the wing comes off and he's fucking flying down and he catches it, you know what I'm saying? And then like he does the Christopher Reeves line, flying is still the safest way to do it. And he kind of walks out, and the whole crowd like cheers for him, and they're like, Superman. And he takes off. I'm about to cry right now, dude. Like, fuck it. It's just one of the most. I'm like, that's what I feel like inside. I just want to scream for you, Superman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, no, I hold that in my guilt pleasure like movies. You know what I'm saying? Bubba Hotep. Yes, dude.
Oh,
James.
Josh even has a story about Bubba Hotep. We should watch
saw
that
real
one.
Bubba Hotep?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You know what? It's talking shit. Let's talk shit. We got 2 hours. See what we feel like at the end of the 2 hours, and we'll fucking go with it from there. Maybe we'll. James, you got a movie, man? Keep on throwing it up there, dude. Maybe we'll make something stick. I remember James said, "Funny Games." Funny Games was an interesting one.
Josh actually has a Bubba Hotep story because he went to the premiere with it. So.
Oh shit! No way.
Story. Yeah.
You went to the premiere and you saw Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce was there. Yeah, sure.
And the ichthyologist and all that.
No.
Stuff.
So there was a great part of it though that they were talking about it, and so the audience was asking questions, and there was this guy that stands up and he asked Bruce. He goes, "So have you talked to Priscilla or any of the other members of Elvis's family to see what they think about this movie?" And he goes, everybody kind of laughs, and then Bruce goes, "Well, he goes, I haven't had a chance to speak with any of the Presleys yet, but let's all be honest. Wouldn't we rather that he goes out this way?"
Well, this year at Comic-Con, when he was there, and me and Isaac got fucking up there, and we were going up, and they were like, "You can only have one thing." Like, they were going to give us a Doctor Strange poster to get signed, right? And the Elvis movie just came out. Like, it had just come out, or they were going to release it or something. Like, they showed the trailer. And I went and I walked up, and right when I'm about to go up, they go, "You can get whatever you want," because we ran out of posters. And so, like, me and Isaac run over there to go get the Ash poster, like, we found across the way. Like, all right, we're getting these signed. I'm walking up. Only thing I said to him, I was like, "You played a better fucking Elvis than the guy in the new movie." And he says, "Right?" And he was in like an Elvis getup, like, you know what I mean, when he was on stage. I'm like, "You pulled it off way better, buddy." And he's like, "Right?" He signed it like that, did a little doodle on it and shit. I was like, high-fived him, like, all right. I love Bruce Campbell, dude. I wish I could have his career. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Not superstar, can't go nowhere. Because Bruce could get away with it. Only, there's people that know him, like, you know what I mean? And those people are usually guys like us who won't, like, attack him. And, like, we'll just be, "Oh, dude, you want a beer?" Or, you know what I mean? "Let's hang out and shit." Like, not like, "Oh, please touch me," kind of thing, I'm sure there's people out there like that. But, yeah, Bubba Hotep is one of the greatest Bruce Campbell movies, like, ever. Like, ever. And that's with Evil Dead. Like, that's fucking up there, dude. Like, it's Bubba Hotep was, when I read the synapse for that movie before I saw a trailer or anything, and I started laughing. I go, "What is this?" And I didn't say that Bruce was in it, but I was like, "This sounds funny as hell." And it was playing at some little Hollywood theater, and we were at work. And I go, "Dude," I was like, "That's that movie I was telling you about," because we were laughing at the part in the synapse where it said his roommate or whatever, his buddy that thought he was JFK, Ozzie Davis. Yeah. And that's what it said in the synapse, is that it was a black man that thought he was JFK and that the government still had part of his brain. And I thought that shit was hilarious, dude. So I was like, "We got to see this, dude." Like, and I had no idea about the whole sucking the souls out of the buttholes. And it was awesome, dude. I was like, I love this movie, dude. Like, again, it knows what it is. I'm down. I'll watch. I'll put my vote in with Bubba Hotep too. I like that one. I remember
with Bubba Hotep because that was right when I was doing horror publishing, and I know the author.
For being scared of horror.
I know, right? I
But that's who I would get her to do.
Just fine. I can read horror just fine. I just can't. I have a hard time.
Isn't that worse?
No, it's not actually.
Because they do a better job on screen than you have in your imagination of the horror.
Well, it's just
fuck. When I read horror, it's fucking brutal. Like, I have to be like in the sun.
It just doesn't bother me. Like, I don't like. I think with me, it's more sensory. So when I hear the the witch's haggy raspy voice and the like, you know, the music that they put when you're looking down a dark tunnel. Like, I don't fucking know what's in the dark. Like, but when I'm reading a book and I know that the synopsis says it's about a werewolf, I know what to expect. You know what I mean? Or it's the synopsis of Slither. Like, I know what to expect.
I can see you going 5 pages ahead.
Yeah, well, no, I don't read the end. I just know that this is a werewolf story and I know what to expect with it. So I'm not gonna get whatever. But with Bubba Hotep, Joe Lansdale is the writer of that, and he does like the Hap and Leonard show that was on was it A&E or something?
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, so it's the same writer, and he does a lot of it. It's called Southern Fried Horror is what it's called.
Well, didn't we watch a Lansdale film for Late to the Party?
We may have. I don't know. Because there's a lot of his
Wasn't
stuff.
it The People Under the Stairs or
no?
That's Wes Craven.
That's Wes Craven.
Oh, Craven.
But he's written a lot of horror stuff that's been turned into either comic books or TV shows or movies. But when Bubba Hotep, I had just gotten done reading it because we had it at the store that I worked at because it specialized in horror. And then Josh got tickets for it. I'm like, wait a minute, is this about an Elvis guy that's like in a farm with a mummy and black JFK? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, go see this movie because if you get a chance to, because yeah. And Lansdale was pretty funny with like he's able to weave like that horror with humor. Like it's really good. Yeah. And the cover for the book, because it's a short story, actually. It's not a novel. It's a short story. It's only like 100 pages or something. But like it had the movie poster for it. So it showed Bruce Campbell dressed as Elvis. And I was just like, dude, that's perfect. Like that was the perfect casting for it.
The opening line of that movie had me crying, right? I laughed out loud. He's like fucking, they're doing the pan up over his legs. And he's coming up, and it's Elvis, like, in the fucking bed, like, just laying there. And he's doing an inner monologue. And he's like, I found a pimple on my dick today. I called it Priscilla, and I popped it. Dude,
what's going on here? How do I know? I'm not some kind of ichthyologist. Like, he just comes up with all this like, weird stuff.
It's literally brilliant. Like I was just like there's movies out there like that where you just sit back and you go, I don't care what the plot is. Like this is just fun, dude. Like fucking, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this fucking mummy wearing a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, fucking walking around this whole home, dude. It's awesome.
Good.
Oh, look who we have here from our brother from another border.
Latin
X.
Hey.
What's going on?
Long time.
Pats.
What's up, dog?
What's up? Sorry, I thought I was clicking on the OnlyFans link. I accidentally clicked on this. My bad, y'all. This is a little awkward.
It's okay.
You're watching OnlyFans with your kid?
You've changed, Jose.
Yeah, he's the one that got me the link.
Oh, good times, good times. So we're just what's up? What's new with the Comic Cave?
Got a few interviews lining up. A lot of fun. Pretty much keep on trucking on,
We got a trip coming up.
We do in February. At the end of February, we're gonna be heading out to Arizona for Arizona Comic Fest. So it's gonna be fun.
Steve Make Havoc is itching to go. He's like, fucking, it's all he kept talking to me about. I was like, we're going to wrestling this week. He's like, yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, we'll be fine there. But February, we're going to Arizona, dude.
Well, it's a one-day comic festival, but there's gonna be a lot of really good names like Steve Rude. He doesn't do a lot of shows, so Steve Rude, he doesn't do a whole lot of shows. So we're excited to meet him, and then Derek Robertson. We've been trying to meet him for a couple years now since we picked up Space Bastards, and he's confirmed to finally be there. And the guy's we did an interview with them, and they said that they'd be more than happy to introduce us to him. Just kind of talk to him for a few minutes and maybe see if we can get him on the show soon. So we'll see. Hopeful. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that we hit it off well with him and we make a good impression. And yeah, because that'd be a legend that we have on here if we can get him.
I got in on Night at the Chihuahuas too. I got my I put in my Kickstarter pledge for that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those guys are really cool too. Shout out to David and the whole team, man. They're really cool guys. We met up with them at LA COMICCON, and unfortunately, LA we could only go on Friday, but they wanted to hang out. They wanted to hang out on that Saturday. Unfortunately, couldn't make it happen, but that was a whole lot of fun too. LA COMICCON was a really cool. Was really cool. Artist Alley was probably the best part. So
nice.
Black Power Ranger. That's right. That's right, my man. That's right.
And I got the Red Ranger too.
And the Red Ranger. That's awesome.
This one for my best friend's house.
That was from your best friend's
Nice.
house? Dude, that is dope. Don't let my kid see it because he'll want to come play.
Nice. All right. So Liz was asking about this when we had our intermission on the when we were filming our movie reviews. Fuzzy,
That's
you can give us the play-by-play on
Give
what
me the
happened.
Clips Notes version of what happened on Thoreau's show, because honestly, I couldn't get past the "I'm a man" and and I don't know what happened. The next thing I know is I was fast forwarding every 10 seconds or whatever. The next thing I know, some dude popped up and they're talking about fighting, and I just couldn't. Like,
Well,
yeah. What's the dish?
Well, I want first. I got to give it to Thoreau, dude. I think that dude held that scene down like really well. Like he didn't lose his shit or anything. And so they were talking about. So what happened was, I guess Nick GQ, and Epic Nation. They Nick G. First, we'll start with the comic, the variant. You guys saw the variant, right? That they were talking about, which was it's a tits and ass book called. What was it called? I can't remember what it's called.
I remember it was a booby book, is what it. Yeah.
But all it is a picture of Voltron and then Homer and Maggie at the bottom.
Yes.
Like that's the variant, right? So, he made a comment about it, like, why didn't you, if it's a tits and ass book, why didn't you have Marge with her tits out or something like that? Like if you're gonna, do that. And I guess he got butthurt about it and then started, talking a bunch of shit back and forth on Instagram. And then the
Make Havoc.
Make Havoc, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
So he ends up doing a whatnot show for 8 hours. Epic does, and they have video of him, because I saw later on I saw a show where they actually showed the video of him saying, "Hey guys, if you report Nick GQ to whatnot saying that he's slandering and he's a bully, I'll send you a free book." And so fucking Nick GQ was pissed about that, and Thoreau was bringing that up in the show, was saying like, what do you guys think about it, kind of thing, and fucking all of a sudden,
that's Nick, a bitch move if there ever was one,
right? And it gets better. So then Nick GQ comes on.
Oh
no!
Epic.
Great. Okay.
Wait. Nick comes.
Nick
cut
comes
out for a second.
So Nick GQ comes in and then freaking starts telling the story about what I just told you, and then he adds to it saying that the guy, because Nick GQ is recovering from cancer, so he had testicle cancer, and he used to be a really big UFC fighter, and now he's like, he's dwindled down and stuff, and so he was saying, Epic was saying that it was fake, that he wasn't, it was all like a big show and stuff like that. So then out of nowhere, Thoreau goes, "Hey, Epic's here. He wants to come in." And he's like, "Bring him in." So he brings him in, and it looks like our show right now, like everyone's in their squares. And these two just start fucking going into each other. And I'm talking, it's a 4 hour just back and forth fuck you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And the long and skinny of it is that Epic was pissed because he says that Nick GQ talked him out of working with like Nerdy Girl and all the whatnot people, you know, the people we're always talking about. And he ended up doing that Marge or that Simpson Voltron book with them. It was like their book they did together. So now he's like on her side. And so by the end of it, like fucking Thorough ended up having to mute one so one could tell his side, and then he would mute the other one so the other one could tell his side. And then everyone just kind of sat there, and it was, I love WWE. I love AEW. I love wrestling. But those two dudes cut the best fucking promo I've seen all fucking year, dude. Let me tell you, dude. Like I was standing there like in the house, like just bouncing around, like, oh shit, the match is gonna happen. And they live by each other. And the guy in Epic Nation kept saying that Nick GQ was threatening to kill him. And Nick GQ, like any fucking pro wrestler, got right into the camera and was like, I said I wanted to give you black eyes. I ain't gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Like. Oh man, dude, I'm dying laughing, right? And so then, like, it was at a point about like an hour and a half, it gets kind of like, you know what, dude? Like these guys are, you know, it's just the same shit back and forth. But by the end of it, Epic throws a legit challenge at him and says, get $500,000 and we'll have a sanctioned fight. Whoever wins, we give it to the charity. And Nick GQ's dying laughing because, again, he was a fucking professional fighter. He's like, what? Are you stupid, dude? Like, what? He's like, I don't want to go into a ring and fight. I want to go to your house, punch you in the fucking face, and call it a day like that. And all I kept writing was, please let me be the ring announcer. Just please let me be the ring announcer. That's all Fuzzy wants, is to be the ring announcer for this fight, dude, and stuff. Yeah. So pretty much nothing was solved and stuff, but it was more watching, like, in retrospect, like after a couple of days I thought about it, and even though I was excited in the moment, I felt kind of bad afterwards because we were watching like two friends fucking break up, you know what I mean, like live in front of all of us. Like, you know, it's literally like two good homies just going to war at each other, like at each other's throats. I'm like, and you know, all the stuff he was saying about Nick GQ and stuff. And again, I don't know Nick GQ, you know, or anything like that. I've never really seen one of his whatnots or whatever. But
you know, the crazy thing to me is, like, Fuzzy, we know you have a name, and Fuzzy works for you as a nickname, but all these motherfuckers are not in the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I heard that motherfucker talk. He ain't Epic.
I've had, you know, a couple months of training watching these Indian movies with you guys, so I thought I'd be able to understand, but his accent was really fucking thick, dude. Like really thick, dude, where I was just like, what did he say, dude? Like, what? And then, like, you know, fucking one of the other guys would say what he said, and I was just like, oh, okay. Like,
so you're going to have to get Bahubali on that ass?
This whole conversation went a completely different direction than what the beginning of it, because at the beginning they were talking about like class action lawsuits and RICO cases and things like that. And I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna bring that? No, it's just a bunch of swinging dicks out there, sword fighting.
No, it was, and it was, and the next day they did a show about that, like about it, and what the guy was saying. You know, we all know that, like, they technically can, you know what I mean, come after everyone for half that stuff, but on the same note, it's, you know, what I always laugh at was like Napster, right? When Napster came out and fucking Lars and everyone, you know, went after everybody for downloading the music. It was to make a statement. They weren't really going after people's money. You know what I mean? Like, they were trying to scare you from doing it. I don't think they're going to do that to whatnot people. You know what I mean? Like, they're sure that most of us don't have millions of dollars to give them, so that if they sue, they would be practicing. You know, it's a waste of money and shit. So
I heard those guys arguing. That's how I talk to Steve, and Steve talks to me. They ain't special.
Hey, no, if you guys, if you guys end up talking to each other like that, dude, like I will announce it. I will turn on the camera and we will fucking watch it because I swear if they were near each other, Epic would be dead. Like I don't know Nick GQ or anything, but just the way he was spitting, I was like, this guy could kill somebody.
Well, not only that, even if just looking at, even if Nick GQ like pulled the chemo out of his veins, threw it to the side, and like skeletoned over to fat ass Epic, he would have whooped him up. Like,
yeah, it was. I just and Epic didn't help his situation. Like he kept making himself look more like a douche, like with every answer he gave. And I was like, in my head, I'm going like, he's got to have a friend texting him right now, going like, "Shut the fuck up, dude! Like just shut up! Like you sound like an idiot. Like if I ever go on one of those things and that Fuzzy sounds like an idiot, please text me. Shut up, dude! Just shut up." Because then I'm like, oh,
we talked about this a little bit earlier, but like how. After that I went on to Whatnot, or as I'm watching the video, I watched the video. I put it on at the 58 mark, like you had said when you sent it, and I drove home just listening to it, loosened it. So it's probably like an hour ride, and so I get home and I open up my Whatnot, and I saw Epic Nation was live at that point, so I clicked on it to see what he was selling, and he had fire going on there, and he had like 300 people in his room or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, well he's got some good shit. He's got people in the room, and then I logged out of it, and then I got a warning about your show where you were doing the giveaway, where you had like 300 something people in your room, and then it kicked them all out.
yeah.
And then you did it again, and then it kicked them all out again. And then I couldn't get in, but that was when my car blew up. So
That's more important, anyways, dude.
hey, the good news is warranty. I get a new engine for free.
Oh shit!
So
Damn.
I got to pay for that. It's not free technically. I got to get the belts and hoses. But I mean, fuck, dude, $1,500 versus 10 grand on a. It's a no brainer. But anyway, well, I was just, and then after I didn't like click that I liked that guy. I didn't click to follow him. All I did was peep his shit for 2 minutes tops, and now he is on my top sellers list. Like when I open up the Whatnot app, he's at the top of there, ahead of you and the Comic Cave. Which I'm like, dude, I only fucking follow 2 people on this thing. I only fucking picked that I want to watch 2 people, and it's Fuzzy and the Fat Man Comics and Comic Cave. That's it. That's all. And then now it's got Epic Nation up there, and then some other things that I saw that there was like, oh, we're giving away slabs for $1. I was like, oh, what's that? Then I click on it, and that's some gimmick to get you to click on it, and they're not fucking giving away slabs for $1. That shit's popping to the top of my search, and I'm like, but I ain't gonna buy their shit. I'm not gonna fucking be part. I don't want to see them. Like I want to support my friends. Like that's what I want to do. Like even if I wanted to find those shows, I would not click to follow them just so that I wasn't adding to their algorithm or whatever. I want the algorithm to go to my friends. So it's still this shit's all.
It's rigged, dude. It's I mean, it's. I get it, dude. Like but I'm not saying I'm dying on there, but I ain't doing what I used to. And fucking, I've heard many people tell me they're like you said last week that they don't get the notification when I come on, or it takes a day after it comes on, and then they get the notification. And it's I don't think Whatnot's purposefully pointing me out or anything like that, but I think that they're just focused on these set people that they've hired to, pump up their numbers or whatever. And the one guy, Nick GQ, in the whole thing, I don't know if he let it slip or whatever, but I guess he was one of the guys that they had originally come to try to be one of the influencers on there, and he was like, nah, I'm good. And he was saying that they put bots in those rooms. So if you see a fucking room that has like 100 people in there, there's probably only 50 people in there, and they put 50 bots in there just to make the numbers look good.
Well, that's the thing, though. If I'm trying to snipe comics, it ain't in the room with 300 people.
Right. Like I had fire on.
And the way you guys, the way you're selling it, and the way the Comic Caves has the stuff for sale right now, where it's just in that room or whatever, and the like, hey, these are my fire. These are the ones you always see these books when I'm doing my promo, but I'm not gonna put it on here for $5 and see what happens. Like that shit's over here on the side, and you can buy it for $200.
Yeah. or make a deal. Like I always say, dude, I'm not. The worst I'm gonna say is no. That's always what I tell people. Worst I'm gonna say is no. So if you see something you like, you offer it. That Century book that everyone's going nutting over right now. Fucking, I've had that book in my box for sale at every con for 3 years now. No one's looked at it. They'll pick it up, they look at it, put it back. Pick it up, look at it, put it back. Tom and them talk about it. I put it on the front of my show, and everyone wants it all of a sudden. So I was like, here, fucking take it, get it out of here. I've had it too long.
So I gotta.
Whatnot has a lot invested in those guys in the sense that they actually pay them
right,
like a monthly stipend, for lack of a better word. They get paid monthly for just being on there. So they're paid sellers, and anything that they sell, they get to actually keep 100% of the proceeds for it. They don't pay the fees that the rest of us pay. And on top of that, they get all of the swag in between everybody. So when somebody like Nerdy Girl does her her covers, or Comic Tom does his variants and stuff like that, they have to give the other paid sellers like a handful of copies to sell and to promote, cross promoting on all of their shows and stuff like that. So I mean, when you don't have anything to lose, you know what I mean? None of those guys have anything to lose. So and if for some reason, say you get like a Hulk 181 up there, and for God, a 9.8, it only sells for like $200, and they get paid the offset difference of the going rate. So if it's actually $1,000 comic, it only sells for like 300 or 400. Whatnot shells out the difference to them, so they aren't losing any money that way either. But when you sell it and you lose out on your money, then
I'm screwed.
Then you don't get that bonus, because you're not one of the paid sellers.
Right.
So there's all these and it was interesting, because there's a guy that I met, like I was telling them before, that was doing back end work for Whatnot at the very beginning, when it first started, when it was just the two jokers, selling their Pokemon cards kind of thing. And he was helping them get their algorithms and their IT work and stuff. And he was telling me when people like Comic Tom and those guys started coming up, and they were starting to promote, and they were starting to get big time and getting some names and how they were going to do it just so that they could get out there. And it was interesting to hear some of the stuff that he was privy to, and he didn't have to sign anything so he can tell anybody whatever he wanted to say about it too, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a fun thing to do, and I still do. I still like doing it and stuff, but right now I just got for the Lego show, I just got a Lego wrestling ring, but the thing didn't come complete, god damn it. So now I'm trying to fucking build it so it'll look, but I'm going to have a ring in there for the minifigures and stuff. But, to me, I come from a Hollywood background. I wanted to make it fun, something fun to look at, music playing, the whole nine. I want it to be different than everyone else's. But it's hard to let people see it, when everyone else, again, I've had people tell me, not just Nate, but a bunch of people go, dude, I didn't even know you were still on Whatnot. And I'm on there every week, almost the same time, so I'm like, again, they're just not promoting, and I'm not asking them to do a Comic Tom thing with me or anything like that. I just fucking give me a shot, dude. At least put my name even in the middle, so it's easy to find, not all the way at the bottom, just because the people follow him already.
You know who else is easy to find? The Comic Cave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not too easy. He just disappeared on us.
The whole family's here. We just need our Lego.
Right? I don't know if we can fit
Can you
7.
hear
We'll
me?
see.
I can
Yeah,
hear you.
we got you.
Can you hear me? Yes. Are there sexy ladies in this room?
The sexy lady.
So
Sexy lady.
I finally got some comic news. Check it out. I'm going to steal the screen for a minute. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Solo. All right. So
That food dipped.
we got.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I already had this. So I had this at LA Comic Con. But this has got a new style bag and board.
Is it the one with the front and the back is clear?
It's called Comic Clear.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen them?
We
Yeah.
have some of them at the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah,
DJ the bar or
comicclearsurprise.com.
CJ the barber sells them.
Yeah.
CJ the barber.
Yeah.
The guy that does near mint.
The guy that
Yeah,
does
the
the
main
Near
guy
Mint
from Near
Sunday
Mint.
show, he has them.
Yeah, this guy follows. He hit me up on Instagram. He's like, "Oh, your comics are cool. Let's check these things out." And I followed him, and I got some. And
Dope
I
as
made it.
fuck.
I made a video about it. I did the shooting part of it. I got to do the editing part, but I put a couple books in there. They're legit, especially if you get them in a top holder.
Yeah.
After that, and they hold up nice because you can see both sides. They're dope.
I
like
I need some of those for the sketch covers that I got years ago because for a while I was having artists do front, or like one artist would do the front, another artist would do the back. So I need to get some of those so I can actually display them both because I have like Jaime Hernandez and I have like Gilbert Hernandez and like Andrew Robinson and shit like that. So
That's dope.
yeah, those are dude. That book looks really nice in that shit.
Yeah. I put 2 in there, and the first they're both quality books,
Oh, that's nice.
but I just like it that
Can
you
you
can see.
can you put yourself like as the main page,
Yeah.
picture so we can see the whole thing?
Yeah, I don't want to see Isaac's crusty ass hands. Yeah,
that's
that's
Yeah,
nice, dude.
Yeah,
They
that
look
looks
nice, dude. Oh,
Yeah, they look
that
good.
cover's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it
They
does look good.
And this book, there's no dings in it.
I'll put some dings in it.
I bet you would. It's it's in good shape. It's in really good shape. Both of them. I picked up this Dark Phoenix in LA Comic Con for like $60, but it was real crispy. This is the one I showed it to you, Sanchez.
Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty good.
And then, but the first appearance of Alex Summers here, it was it's in good shape. They're both 9s minimum.
Sheesh.
Nice.
But with the way things are right now with grading and whatnot, I don't know. I kind of like this. You get them in there with the clear back, put them in a top loader. They look legit. I would just say to make sure that they fit. Who's jacking off?
That's
Jeez.
what
That's Latinx right there.
Who's
He's making some tacos in the street or something. I don't know what he's doing.
if you get these bags and you don't make the mistake that I did, put the comic on top of the board and then slide the board with the comic on top of it into the bag because it's so tight. If you try to have the board in the bag already and put the comic down inside, you might bend the comic by putting it inside.
Meet
Did
yourself.
you try spitting on it? See if it slid in easier.
I used KY.
When in doubt, lube it out.
All right, so Latinx was telling us what's going on in the cave.
Change it to Latin XXX.
What the fuck is he saying?
I don't know. He has his phone right next to him doing whatever he's doing. It's making
He's
we're also
eating some roast beef right now.
Now that Isaac's here, I think I have permission to announce it. So Comic Cave is launching its OnlyFans page, and we need
Well,
everyone to
that's the
subscribe.
origins, right?
We don't talk about that on camera.
We don't talk about Bruno, and we don't talk about that.
And we're not talking Disney Bruno either. We're talking LEG Bruno.
Oh yeah.
What's
What's
up?
What's up?
Who's that sexy guy in the red glasses? He's gonna be seeing red cheeks when I'm done with him.
Oh my god. Calls himself the jaded geek. I'll jade you, bad boy.
Yeah, something else that's going to be jaded when I'm done with him. Wow.
I think you meant jagged.
Going to see us in Tennessee and make ourselves some nice whiskey. What's up?
Little pounding.
I'm not threatened by such things. You're gonna have to deal with her in order to get to me.
What's up? I'm into swinging. You guys got the upside down pineapple in front of the house? Yeah. Yeah. Things have been going good in the cave. What, Jose? Seriously, do you really have to be playing with yourself while we're all talking?
I swear to God, dude, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just chilling on the damn sofa, like right here. I'm not doing shit.
Okay, so it's got to be Havok.
No, it's not.
I'm
doing the same thing. I'm literally sitting on the couch, not doing
liar.
nothing.
Let me see.
Are you doing the same thing with your right hand or your left hand?
Swear to God, let me see. Oh God, I saw blood and lube.
Has it grown?
Has it grown?
I'm just chilling on the couch, waiting to do nothing.
I saw blankets.
The camera added.
I have like 2 blankets on top of me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just telling him, Isaac, that we got some interviews lined up.
Yeah, we got some
more
reviews.
We're going to Arizona in February.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Wednesday, boys.
Oh, and Wednesday. Woo!
AEW, baby.
We're going to go with AEW wrestling.
That's right.
Who's going to that?
Isaac, me, Fuzzy, and my other 2 friends. We got floor seats.
I'm gonna
I
see
wish
me
I would have
some
been
John
told.
Moxley.
You didn't even like wrestling. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it Lucha Libre? Do they have masks on?
Hey, the Lucha Bros are gonna wrestle.
Yeah, they're gonna wrestle.
Do they have baby oil?
Have you seen the
lineup?
The schedule is pretty badass.
The lineup is fucking amazing. It's suited for LA.
I get to see some Moxley, dude. I'm all about it, dude.
He's gonna fight against Hangman Page.
Hangman Page. I'm excited to see Page.
Dude, it's gonna be badass.
Oh yeah, Bubba Hotep is a cult classic.
Hell yeah,
fantastic.
That I can't wait to watch the AEW.
And yeah, it's supposed to be one of the fights is supposed to be like on anywhere falls.
Hopefully it falls on Fuzzy's lap.
Oh, dude, I can't.
How's it going, little lady?
If Paige ends up on my lap, don't come near me, man. Don't come near me, dude, because I'm about to do something.
She's about to come near you.
Something I regret. I'll tell you that. I've seen them videos, so I know what she can do.
We're gonna hear about you like out here. Some hairy man just molested
a man in a fedora.
A fedora.
A fedora and a furry fucker attacked a wrestler. No, I'm gonna hopefully I don't get a yelled at like I did last time when I was doing my commentary, dude. I kept going, who the fuck's that guy's name? What's his name? Yeah, he sucks. Dude, fucking people were dying laughing and shit.
Shit, you better not say nothing like that. Last time me and Isaac were at a show in Ontario, this young lady, she knew her stuff because she was talking to us earlier. But when she started talking later on, she was already, I think, 7 or 8 beers deep, maybe 10, because she was sloshed, right? And so she started saying, some
talking
opinion
trash
about some
on other
wrestler.
wrestlers. Yeah.
that this wrestler was horrible, right? That's what she was saying. Like, and this wrestler at that time was super famous, and
Ruby Soho.
oh, yeah,
She
Ruby
was
Soho. So
talking
she was saying Ruby
trash
Soho
on Ruby
sucks on
Soho.
wrestling, blah blah blah, and everything she was saying, I agreed. I think she was overhyped and whatever, you know. But I was just listening to her, and then the guys behind us started going at her,
They
right?
laid into her.
Laid into her like hard.
The
And
boyfriend
they
just
were just
kept his
talking
head
back and
down.
forth. Yeah, they were just
The
talking back and
boyfriend just
forth.
slipped his head down as his lady was getting yelled at by these
Oh,
two
bro, that
guys.
guy got smaller and smaller, right?
And they got up. They
I'm
got
with
up after like 20 minutes and left.
Yeah.
I'm with Havok, so no one's gonna fuck with me because that's what gargoyles do is they ward off bad things. So I ain't worried about that, dude. I'm gonna be A-okay. Fucking, you know, I have good juju when I'm with Steve. So that's why I always have the good luck, except for when I walk in Vegas and try to sell something. That's it. There's only 2 times he gets bad juju, dude. That's it.
Oh, in Vegas, we actually win. What are you talking about? We always win in Vegas.
Yeah, but then there's always that last table we go to or something.
Oh, yeah, well, we get no. That's because we get too drunk, and we don't stop. But yeah, we do pretty good all the time. Yeah, but we get way too drunk by the end of the last table. We're so wasted. We don't even know.
I'll never forget Steve's face when he dropped his hot chocolate. I've seen children lose toys. I've seen people like fucking, but nothing was better than watching Steve fucking lose his hot chocolate. Like he's all proud. He's got that face. You know Steve's face when he's just really
It's like Eddie Murphy.
Mood.
It's my ice cream.
Yeah, he's just like this, and he sets it down, and fucking homegirl hit it, and it fell to the floor. Just look at her. I think I lost a gang of money on those rolls I was doing because I was laughing at his ass.
It's because the hot chocolate looked so good. And I was so wasted. You know, we drank so much, and I was like, the lady brought me the hot chocolate. I was so happy. It smelled good, and it was gonna be my turn to. It was gonna be my turn to throw the dice. I put it down, and this drunk fucking friend of mine, freaking, just jumps and hits it. And man, that was the worst feeling ever. I was like, I saw that beautiful chocolate on the floor.
Just the look of disappointment, like as if if his wife was cheating on him.
It's the little kid with the ice cream cone. They go to like it falls off, and they're just like.
And I guess
in his head, I could hear him going, "No!"
That was one of the first times I ever wanted to hit a woman. I was like,
over
those little eyes, like. But I was like, yeah, no, bad idea. And then I guess I was so sad that because when we left that table, we went next to the next table to play an automatic electronic what was it,
craps
table. I guess the waitress saw me from far away when my friend dropped the chocolate. She saw me. She came over. She goes, "Do you want the hot chocolate?" And I was like, "Yes." I was like so happy. I was like, because she saw me dropping them.
No, he was walking like this. Is why. Like this, and I'm drunk, dude, just fucking like, oh, I gotta make money over here. It's just, he's just behind me like that, all sad, little rain cloud over the top of his head and shit, just walking. And fucking the lady came up and says that, you want some hot chocolate? The cloud blew it away, his face lit up. He's like, yes, I would. He just sat down and smiled at me and shit like that.
Oh, that was a good last night. That was like the last night we were there. It was fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go back.
Fuck that.
Did you guys already get into the? Did you guys already do the FUZZ'S COMICCON stories?
No.
They're coming.
We haven't even touched it. We were talking about the Thorough show and stuff like that. And then
that thing was There's just two girls bickering, dude.
Tell me that dude wouldn't be the best promo cutter, though, dude. I'm a
Which
man.
one?
The
Oh,
fucking,
fucking
I
that
thought we were
dude.
gonna see nuts. I swear to God, I thought he was gonna pull his nuts out. And at one point, he stood up, and I was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!"
He was something else. Well, they were both something else.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I was like, wow, this is a lot of drama for a freaking app.
Right?
I was like, Jesus, this app brings a lot of drama.
Well, I watched.
Apparently, you guys were all making money off it till the shit started, though, right?
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When it wasn't being weighed, when people weren't fucking with the algorithm, it's kind of like it's kind of like
it's
the
not
truth.
the people fucking with the app. It's the algorithm. It's the app actually fucking with the algorithm, and they're actually just using their own people. Like everybody that their sponsor are the spotlights, and they're the ones that are allowed to be on multiple categories, while regular sellers are only allowed one category. And then they have not just one account, but some of these people have like multiple accounts, and they're selling like on multiple shows like at the same time. And it's just like, how the fuck are you fair game if you're allowing all these people to monopolize the whole fucking app and every single viewer in there? It's ridiculous.
It's what happened with all the other tech shit. They pick a narrative and they shove that down your throat.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And they're like shoving all their books down our throat, and it's like it's not good content. It's all just.
I remember 10 years ago on Facebook, if you had a business, you would just. I remember Fats. That's how we all found those things. Fats Facebook account had like 10,000 followers or something like that, because you didn't have to pay for them. You could get, and they would put something up, they would get good traction and whatnot, and then all of a sudden you had to pay to have your shit on there. And now even if you pay, your shit barely even gets anywhere. You gotta
it's pay to play.
Yeah, and it's rough, and it should just be. Well, I mean, I don't know. Who am I to judge? But I think that it should be, put some good shit out there. Then the more people who gravitate to it, your better thumbnail or your better sale, or your better personality, or the better gimmick you have for your show. Let that drive the traffic. And I know the Tequila Tuesdays and your wrestling gimmick were fucking killing it. You guys were all like, yeah, we're going to the rolling deep. We got Whatnot money.
What I think what Whatnot was looking for, though, was people who were actually putting their face in front of the fucking camera.
Yeah.
And, like, talking and, like, I'm a personality. Like, look at me.
Nah, they were looking for
YouTube, basically.
Us, we were all about spotlight the books, spotlight the toys, spotlight the stuff. There's no reason my face should be in there. I'm selling something that is here that you should want.
When me and Isaac used to do Sundays, we used to sell pops on Sundays. I mean, we had our regulars, and then we also had more people, and it was always pretty good crowd, 20 to 30 people out there, and those 30 people would buy like a lot of our stuff, and we did really good for a lot of weeks.
Yep.
On there, like we did some good selling for at least 4 or 5 weeks, maybe 6. But after that, everything started changing.
These weren't like 3-4 hour shows. This was like maybe 2 hours, hour and a half.
And that was my thing with I tried everything on there. I did Pokemon cards. I did pops. Like there was a point when they were doing so good on pops, I was going to give them my pops. I was like, look, just take these, fucking sell them, make some money and shit like that, and buy me a chicken sandwich later and shit. But now the only thing I can even make a little bit of money on is on Legos.
Was it like overnight?
Yeah, it was.
You guys get all dried up overnight, all of your different channels.
I kept going with, because
basically you just started seeing everybody fall off.
Yeah, because I would do, my rule of thumb was 30 books. If I sold 30 books, I can put up a CGC slab, and give it away. You know what I mean? That was because that was my gimmick. You win the most matches, you get to take home a slab at the end of the night. And it got so bad that I was only selling 5 books, 6 books. So, and they're $3 a piece. So, you know, I had to stop putting up the title because I was like, I'm losing weight. Like I would lose a little bit of money, you know, $10 here, $20 here, but it was the show. You know what I mean? You're investing in the show. That's the way I've always looked at it. I come, you know, from independent film where you go into a thing going like, we're not going to make any money. Like we're going to lose money on this fucking thing as soon as we go into this thing. So I always go into things like that, just preparing myself. You know, there's a difference between losing your ass and just losing a little bit. You know what I mean? Because then you gave it a shot. So when we went on there, you know, Isaac's the one that should turn me onto it because you were doing pops on there, right? Like even before I was. And so he mentioned it to me and I was like, that's a cool idea. And then I looked into it and then I had to jump through hoops to get through it. And when I did, we both were kicking asses. But I think Isaac did a point because I mean, Isaac, me and you, when we went to San Diego after they invited us, right? And we walked in there and we looked at them. It's like they took one look at us and was like, oh no, like yeah, we're gonna give you only an extra book instead of selling the limit of 2. We're gonna give you 3, you know. And we're like, that's what you fucking wanted us to come here for, like to fucking tell us that, like.
So
no,
was that it? Was it once they saw you guys?
I swear it's what it was. I swear that's what it was. Like I went out to.
They're like, who's these ugly ass mother effers? Like, yeah, no.
And I had my mullet and everything hanging, so I'm sure I wasn't helping the situation with that shit. You know what I mean?
Like, who's this hillbilly fuck?
You're like, oh fuck, he can't be the face of whatnot.
This hillbilly and his boyfriend is like, oh, come over here.
Wait, you say you taking me to COMICCON, Fuzzy? I'm the fat man from the waist down.
Did you guys get the fucking thing from Whatnot though today?
Oh, the $2,000. The $2,000. Sell $2,000, and first 500 will be the regular commission. But after that, we'll be cutting down that commission to 2%. It's like, man, fuck you! I'm not signing anything for $2,000 for you to fucking gouge me.
Yeah,
fuck
dude. Like,
here.
but to me, that just
bastard.
shows that they're hurting. Because I've been being detective sleuth Fuzzy, going through everyone's sold, and even the big guys. A lot of them ain't getting more than $10. You know, $3 here, $5 here. But
yeah, but like you said, Fuzzy, that even if they get those $3 to $5, they're getting the
full $3 to
$5. So for them, they're not hurting, and plus also like they're getting paid by
they're sponsored by the fucking app.
Whatnot. So for them, they don't care.
They're getting the books for free. They're getting books for free,
right? And but that shows that people are starting to get fucking like not wanting to do it. So that's why I've been like, well, fuck, dude, I'm not gonna, like.
How's your Lego shows been?
Good. They've been good. I had one bad customer, and I'm like, oh, fuck, dude.
What'd you get a bad customer about?
Because
the cracked arm.
So I sell regular minifigs and the Fagos, right?
Yeah.
And the Fagos was an accident because remember I was like, oh, I got these cool Legos, and you guys were like, these are fake. I'm like, no, they're not. You're telling them like, oh fuck, dude, they are fake. And so I put them up, and I explained to people like, look, dude, these are Fagos. They're not real. These are, and I separated them.
The custom,
exactly. And so the 2 shows I had them on, people went ape shit for them. Like they were like, we don't care, we want them. I was like, okay, and I sold them. So I went back and got more, and I had gotten that, that Thor Hulk one, the Ragnarok, that one's like a $50 figure and shit. And so he had a Fago one, and it's just darker. He's not as green, he's like a dark green,
and he's not as heavy.
Right, and he's put together differently, I guess. I don't, I don't know. And so I had him in the background, and everyone asks, what is that? And I go, okay, guys, everything in the backpack here is Fagos, and everything in the front is minifigs, like they're Lego minifigs. And they're like, what's the start price? And everything's $3. Everything starts at $3. And they're like, okay. And so they're like, that one. So I did, and a bidding war happened for it. And it went for like $25. And I was like, cool. I was like, you know, blah, blah. Someone in the comments said, you know, offer like a fake Lego. That's a, you know, legit looking Lego. And I guess the guy came in the middle of the bidding and didn't realize it. And another guy had bid on something that he didn't want, right? So at the end of the show, it'll tell you if people want to cancel it on there. So I go to the one guy, not the guy who bought the Hulk, but the other guy, and I click him and the other guy, and he goes, hey man, you know, I've spent too much. And he did. He had spent like $35, you know what I mean? And this was like a, you know, $3 figure. I was like, don't worry about it, you know, totally understand. I'm not trying to make you go broke. Go to the guy who won that, and he writes me this monologue about how much of an asshole I am, and I need to give back my money, give him back his money. And if you guys know Fuzzy, that's the first way for me to tell you to go fuck yourself. And so I said, nope, I'm gonna make you take it. So then he starts writing me these more monologues on whatnot, the messaging thing. And I go, look, dude, I already paid the postage, so it's too late, man. You know, the thing's on your way. He's like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to report you. I go, report me all you want. I was like, they record the videos. They can go back and see it, and they will see that I announced it 6 times. I'm not my fault you didn't hear it. So then he started saying he's going to go on the Lego forums and shit like that and badmouth Fuzzy and the Fat Man, right? So the next week I do a show, and I'm doing a show, and like my room gets extra full. Like I'm like, like, you know, like, and I had some Fagos and stuff, and people are asking me like trying to catch me in a lie. You know what I mean? Like, are those fake? And so what I had done was put the name. So now when you go on my thing, I've listed every minifigure, and if it's a fucking Fago, it says it big letters, Fago, off-brand Lego. You know, like, and then so that way, if when it's up, it'll say it on the bottom and shit. And so then 2 people in the chat are like, there's another guy in another room right now talking a bunch of shit about you, you know, saying this stuff. And I did the classy thing. I just said, hey guys, it's okay. You can come here and hang out with me. I ain't gonna talk shit on nobody. Dude, it's all good, dude. And, you know, I did good. And ever since then, it's been kind of cool. People have been asking for those customs a lot. So I just picked up a shit ton of them today, because I'm doing a show on Friday the 13th, so I'm going to give away a Jason minifigure.
Nice.
That's dope.
Nice.
A legit or fake?
It's Fago. It's a Fago. It's Fago.
There's no fucking real Jason one, you moron.
Even the Freddy one. I'll show you guys the Freddy one later, dude. Like, it's legit. I was like,
Wolverine claws, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like Wolverine claws, and the face is all like painted on, like burnt and shit.
Do they have a Michael Myers one? Because I'd be down.
They have all of them.
Yeah, dude. Like, seriously. And Liz, didn't you say you needed Muppets?
Yeah, I have to dig out my. I have to dig them out. I actually found the.
That's always Liz's thing. Do you have this list? I gotta go dig it out. I'll let you know.
I actually found the box. It's like right over there. I could go like right now and.
Because I got.
You know what? It wasn't the. It was the.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. And there's some Disney ones that I'm missing.
I might get some more of the Looney Tunes, but I got like a big bag of fucking Muppet ones, dude. I found animals, so I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I just need the 2 old men. I'm done.
All right, so by tomorrow, I will know exactly what I'm missing.
All right.
And I'll let you know.
You have Vincent Vega and Jules?
Fucking no.
That's dope.
That's dope as shit, dude.
This is just my me swapping pieces.
That's dope, dude.
That's fucking cool, dude.
I asked him to make me one, and he refuses.
Well, you got to find the pieces, guy. I'm not going to go searching for you.
Well, technically, you do have like 10, 20 cases of extra shit.
That's what I told him.
If I've had more, I would have had 2 more right there, but I don't. Those I don't know where I got those. I don't know where I got those suits from, but I've been looking for them ever since. I'm also looking for the hazmat one so I can make a Walter White and a Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, that'd be dope.
You want to know what's hot? What's big on the whatnot though? Seen on the Lego side?
What? Star Wars?
Signing your bricks.
What? Signing the
Yeah.
brick, the
Yeah,
red
dude.
brick.
So
You
I'm
signed
actually-
some bricks already. So now you're on comics. You're
and
on
fucking Lego.
Pops and a Lego. That's awesome, dude.
I've
I'm
got a Rob Liefeld signed
On your
Deadpool Lego
roof.
minifig.
Which one?
Deadpool Lego minifig.
That Deadpool minifig I sold for like $80 on Whatnot. It was wild how people were
Is it
fighting
signed?
for it. No, it's not signed. It's signed.
It's
Probably
right
get
over here. Let me grab
400.
it.
Josh
It
is
was
excited about
ridiculous.
Lego for a change now because now he's
Yeah,
gonna
the D&D,
he
the one
said-
that won. It won like 3 months ago for that next set that was gonna come from the ideas.
I actually showed him a picture of it. He's like, "That's pretty cool." Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to get that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit up the old Nando night.
Me and Isaac when we're I think me and Isaac are pretty loud. We're pretty we like to have fun, but we behave the best in Nando's presence at his store.
Oh yeah.
We're
You guys
just
are
like this.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Oh, look at that. What's that? Should I get that?
It's like we're in an art gallery.
Yeah,
It's like we're in an art gallery.
Look at this piece right here. And shit.
Let's see. How does this even work? I haven't even opened this shit in like years.
They open in the front. If it's anything like the black ones that I have, they have like a little shelf.
No, this one's a different one.
That's a different, yeah.
That was the one that was at Toys R Us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Signed
you
by
really did
Liefeld.
sign it.
Oh man, somebody ruined it by drawing on it.
I like how
pretty
you have
do-
all your. I like
That's
how you
pretty
have all
cool.
your superhero ones in there. I have one like that.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, there's a. Are they all real?
Yeah.
I think the Phoenix I have in here is a Faco because it was an exclusive and that shit was expensive.
I have the original. Gwen got it at COMICCON. They handed it to her, and I was like, "This, oh, you good job!" And I grabbed it. Give me that. you're gonna bend the board. Here, take this.
God, Jack.
Yep.
So
I should go through my minifix because I found my bag of like just rando. I've got like Lord of the Rings and weird Star Wars ones and yeah.
Lord of the Rings. You have Lord of the Rings. I got Frodo and Gollum. No, I don't want those. Anybody else? I got Frodo and Gollum.
If you guys get the real ones, but if you get a minifig of Green Lantern and Sinestro, let me know.
I got a Green Lantern right now.
Yeah, he has it. He had it on his show that he's gonna come on Friday. Right? Is your show?
I'll put it aside for you, dude, if you want it. But Sinestro, I think I just bought like 6 pounds of minifigures.
Again? Damn.
Dude, we've been here. Watch, I'll show you. I'll take you guys in for a quick tour, dude. I'll show you what
We're gonna
I've
go on
done.
a fuzzy magical mystery tour.
Yes. Hold on, it's raining out here. Good God.
I know you guys are getting more rain out there than we
Man,
are.
it's been crazy, Liz.
It's been pouring like a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Right now, Ellen DeGeneres' house just went down. What else you got? The
Oh,
Simpsons?
that's nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
I just found my the SpongeBob SquarePants ones too.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I was trying to bid on.
Do you have
bidding
season
on one of those.
series 2 as well?
No.
That's some good stuff right there, Nick.
I probably, how fucking I was in deep, dude. I was getting them all. I was making fucking my own.
You were making
shit.
a town. I remember you were making a town.
I had a
at
whole
one
city,
point.
dude. I had
Dude.
a whole fucking city.
When you built the Fats, like when you built the whole Fats thing and had everyone signing it, I thought that shit was dope. So I was like, yeah,
So did
Oh, that fat one was pretty dope, dude.
yeah. I was like, I'm gonna build me a city, dude. Like I'll show you that thing. But look at this shit. Turn the camera. So see that? I got heads, yellow heads, everything separated. I've been getting pieces.
So those are. See, I'm looking at this, and it's like, oh, that's just a
look it.
beginner.
And then
Next
those
to
are all
Isaac's,
Marvel.
what I seen Isaac's
Oh
thing,
no,
like, oh Jesus.
I'm not comparing to Isaac, but I'm just saying this
Look
is
at
how.
look at my stuff up there.
I haven't even messed with Legos in a long time.
I'm
You see 'em all?
falling head first into them.
It's too much.
Actually,
man. It's way
I
too much.
gave that shit to Carlo. I should have kept it.
Look at this shit.
You
And
know,
so-
I was considering smuggling that thing out when I left.
You know what? I'm sure if I went back there, I
Nice.
could get it.
But the problem is, it didn't come with all the fucking pieces. So now I'm trying to make it work.
You gotta find everything.
I know it didn't come with everything. It was an open box, but to get a closed one of those, it's $100
What is it?
right now.
Well, do you know what pieces you're missing?
It's not Lego pieces. It's this new stack down. That's what it's called.
Oh, I've seen that.
And it's like a knockoff, but they're pretty much like Lego figures. Like,
Hey, I hate those peasant bricks.
dude, I'm with you, fool.
I cannot. Anytime I buy any secondhand Legos, and they're in there, Mega Blocks, Constructos, C2s,
Look at this
Customs,
shit.
any of those, I fucking toss them in the trash. I cannot
too.
stand them.
You
Just
wanna
from
see?
the feeling of the brick. When I was going through Legos once at Fats with Lego and Jose, they were like pulling stuff in. I went, "What are you doing? This is fucking trash." And I was just like tossing them, and they're like, "Hey." And well, that's all right. Liz will clean it up.
And she did.
No,
Dude.
AJ did, because
Look
he
at-
would be the one that vacuumed.
This
Hey,
was in
that's
this
right.
was in the box.
That's awesome.
I don't know what figure this
Is that supposed to be like a Duplo?
I guess Ninja
Is
Turtle.
that
looks like
are those big teeth?
Dude, I'm telling you, I was like, what the fuck is this? It was this one was in there, and then what was the other one?
Hey, do you wash the bricks after you buy them too?
Some of them are pretty bad, dude. Like, you gotta fucking clean them like this. Look at this shit. So there's like this head right here. See how
That's a
then you
Batman head.
but then
Oh
look
yeah,
at that.
they gave him a patch.
Yeah.
Bag that has the-
So I got a box of those sitting around there too, dude. Like, not everything here. And when I get them in, I start building them. So fucking, I get to go. It's like building random fucking minifigs and shit.
What's
And
that? What you got there,
Uh-oh.
Josh? Josh
Oh,
is bringing out
go to
the
Josh.
meat.
Hold up.
This is my. Is this one?
He's pulling out a gun that he made from Legos.
These are the two bags that I have that just have random. Like, look, there's Aquaman, there's Mr. Freeze,
What?
Joker,
Nice.
Yoda, the Flash,
Red Skull.
What?
Skull.
There's a stamp in there, a heart
Oh,
stamp.
there's a Green Lantern in here.
What?
Is it Guy Gardner?
No.
No, they didn't make the Guy Gardner.
Yeah,
they didn't want
Lego.
the kids to throw that away.
Damn
They
it.
have taste.
Lego doesn't want to waste
Oh,
their
I'll
plastic.
buy that from you, Liz.
Okay.
$100.
Oh,
Is
Jesus.
he supposed to come with a ring? Because I don't know if that's in here, but I'll look.
No, he comes
It's
in the.
just a rando bag. There's like
It's a
there's
jet.
Magneto,
He's in a jet.
Yeah, it's a green jet.
the Penguin, the Flash.
Oh, that's like the Green Lanterns have like an actual Green Lantern.
All right. Hey,
And then
dude.
Wait,
I
he
gotta
does
cut
have a
out.
Green Lantern.
He
All
does.
right, next.
Later, guys. I'm out. I'll see
Peace.
you tomorrow, Isaac.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
I mean, I'm still trying to make
This
up.
one has a bunch of them in it too. Like, I don't know who's in here.
Hey, Fuzzy, when you have your show, do anybody ever ask you if they're cracked?
Yeah, but what I
my
do,
goodness.
I show every corner of it now. And in fact,
So do I.
I had a Frodo. I had a Froto. It wasn't a proto, but it was a Froto. And I showed it off, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take it." It didn't have a head. And then as soon as I lifted the arm up, it has a little crack, and they were like, "Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want
Yeah, that color scheme of that little body is not an easy one to come by. So you can't swap that one that easy.
that." Oh well, fuck it. I got the body.
Everybody has a golem.
No, I got
The
Oh,
Ninja
that's pretty
Turtles
dope,
are
mate.
Hell
I have
yeah.
Thorin from The Hobbit in here, and I've got the old school space one, the white.
Is
And
that the Rings of Power one?
His helmet's ugh. And his helmet's cracked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some of these together because there's like they're missing pieces. I've got Ninjago, I've got Star Wars. What the fuck is this thing? Why? How did this guy get in here? How did that guy get in there? He belongs to trash.
That's a G.I. Joe.
It's one of those Halo characters, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I
it is.
love
From
the Halo guys because they had the articulation.
Those are the Mega Blocks.
Mega
Get
blocks,
out of
yeah.
here. How dare he's like spell part. How dare you taint this bag?
And then here's the beginning of my city right here. I just haven't built it yet.
Hold on, let me get some.
Oh, I have Bart Simpson. Why didn't I have him in here? I have a Bart too.
Who do we lose?
Oh, that's cool.
I like how they're all in the box still.
Oh yeah. I haven't taken the time, and then I got my fireworks.
What's that? What is that one, Fuzzy? The creator one.
That one is the Assembly Square. That's the newest one I just got.
I think I have that one.
I'm trying to get the police station, so I can have Commissioner Gordon somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the older modular ones. I'm missing like the first like 4 or 5. The bookstore, the movie, the cinema.
Those suckers are expensive on the secondary market.
I think I got the toy store one of that one.
Indie.
They got a new set coming.
And you got Shakespeare.
They got a new set of indie coming out, dude, for the movie.
Oh, they do?
Wait. Yeah, that's what I was reading about. They got a new one of that, and then Disney's putting out a new mystery pack.
The 100.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help with that one, guys.
What do you mean? You just make a call.
You got the bat signal.
You just make the call and you'll get the whole series sent to you already ready for you to go. No need to play around in the bag. He has employees for that.
Your drug dealer's ready to go. Well, the last one that I bought during my birthday when me and Isaac went was the haunted house and the castle, the miniature one, not the big one, just the
Oh, you bought the small ones.
The small ones,
the Disney castle and the Disney haunted house, the tiny ones.
Those are the last ones I bought.
I need the haunted mansion.
I saw that one. I like that.
It was the mini ones. Yeah, it's not the big one. It's the mini one.
Yeah.
Oh, that Juggernaut's badass.
See, those ones they love on Whatnot. Those big ones, dude, they love.
That's
those
a Fago. That's a Fago.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a Fago?
Yeah, there's no real Juggernaut.
They didn't do a real Juggernaut.
See, dude, I'm still learning. this shit.
Yeah, the haunted house.
I got all the X-Men, a bunch of Fagos.
Is the haunted house like the big one? Is it already out of commission or?
The one that I bought.
Yeah.
I think it's going out
with Grayson.
My neighbor said he'll take your Bart off you.
Oh man, yeah, he just wants the one. Yeah, all this stuff. He like take the one.
I have just the Bart.
Hey, there's only deals for people that show up for the show, man.
I think it's full. Yeah, dude, you got a link out there, neighbor.
I have the Bart.
Oh, there you go.
You don't have to break up Nate's set.
Yeah, there you go, Moses.
I like the Bart. I got the Bartman one. That's the only one I kept was Bartman.
Hey Isaac, so you're saying that the haunted mansion is still available or what?
The one that I built that you were saying Grayson was calling crappy?
Yeah.
I believe it's gonna retire soon.
All right, so I gotta go buy it then.
I didn't know Sesame Street. I didn't know Sesame Street was retired, and it fucking just retired. I didn't get it. Oh, it did? Yeah.
I have that one if you need it.
Sesame Street?
I wanted that Sesame Street one.
Yeah, I did want it.
Together yet?
Damn.
Let me know what to PayPal you.
No, whatever it is, I'll pay $1 more. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I got the doctor.
The doctor from Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Did you get the TARDIS when it
Nice,
came out?
dude.
The idea one?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I'll be right back.
I do have that one.
Yeah, I slept on that one too.
You can't have that one. I'm keeping that one.
No, that's fine.
I want your fucking quickie mark, dude. When you're ready to get rid of that, you tell me, dude. I got
He's
you.
never gonna get rid of that.
Hey, that's going in the grave with me. Not even the kid's gonna get it.
I almost bought a bootleg, those bootleg ones from Japan that like kind of say like
Yeah.
Sinpon or something like that.
They're Lupins.
Yeah,
From
I almost bought it. I was like, I'm gonna just do it, dude. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm tempted to just open a credit card just to go get me the fucking that Firehouse, and the Quickie Mart, and then there was the Simpsons house, because it was gonna be like $2,000 altogether.
That's a lot of yen.
That's why I said nah. I'll just wait. I'll end up finding it somewhere somehow.
So when's
Yeah,
the
this
Scots coming
Lego
back
thing.
into town?
Probably April. We're thinking. It depends on how much time he can save up because he works, because of the accrual. But we'll probably come out sometime in April because it maybe around WonderCon.
Okay.
We'll come out for WonderCon because then we can celebrate because we have our anniversary, his birthday.
Oh, cool.
Brother's birthday. There's all these birthdays and anniversaries that April was the year or the month that everybody either got married or was born in.
The bad neighbor wants to
around there, then maybe we'll come out then too.
Nice. The bad neighbor wants to know, when does Doctor Who start back up?
I think the next Doctor Who episode is going to be the Christmas special next year. Or did they do the new one already?
I don't know. I don't.
Anybody give a shit?
I don't watch.
I
don't watch Doctor Who.
Because they ended the series. Well, they didn't end. They ended the season, but then the next thing that's supposed to come out is the Christmas episode, and the Christmas episode is supposed to give us he transitions from
to the
Jodie
woman.
Whittaker to the new guy.
Bad Batch has been good.
No,
Bad Batch, not Doctor.
Bad Batch.
Sorry.
God.
I hate. No. I'm with you. I hate
Bad
Doctor Who. I never got it. I try to watch it.
Well, no.
Not
I was into it until they went off the woke cliff hard, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I tried to get into it. I just couldn't.
I've been loving Black Adam. Oh, dude, I got a Shazam one I just found and put together, but I have not seen a Black Adam one come through yet. But I just built my Shazam one, and I'm tempted to keep it.
I think there is a Black Adam one from the CMF box, from the CMF pack.
It was a special edition, wasn't it?
Yeah. That one's a sought after one. When I sold that whole DC run of them, those were the ones that people were looking for.
It's not The Rock though, right?
No, it's not The Rock.
No, it's the comic one.
Excellent.
It's the comic one.
The real one.
Yes. Well, that's why I'm telling you, I got to go back and get another Daily Bugle because I want to turn it into the Daily
Fuzzy.
Planet.
I forgot about Fuzzy. I got one more for you, Fuzz.
All right.
I know. I was getting the Sanctum Sanctorum. Because I like the modular ones.
Steve got that.
I bought that. It's in the box.
That's what I'm trying to get, all the modular buildings.
I got that one. It's in the box. I'm looking at it right now. It's in my hallway. Just there. I have no more room.
They did the first one, and then they did the second one. They made the second one into the modular, so you can actually fit it.
You could put it up to any of the big ones.
And that's what
I built the first one.
And they did the Daily Bugle like that too, I think.
Yeah, I have that first Daily Bugle too.
That's what I was showing in the box.
I gotta buy that Daily Bugle next too.
Yeah, I gotta get a bugle, and I want, dude. As weird as it sounds, man, I really want that fucking Too Fast, Too Furious, dude.
Hell yeah!
I want to make the stop motion my vision since I can't film make right now, is I'm gonna use my Legos and I'm gonna have fucking. I did the Bond card
Family.
today, and then I'm gonna have them race against fucking like Batman, right? Like Batman, Michael Keaton, and then fucking all of a sudden, oh yeah, that's dope.
Oh, SpongeBob.
And Superman from Fuzzy. And I can't do Fuzzy without Sanchez.
Modoc.
You son of a bitch.
They have a newer version of the Modoc too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've been joking with the wife fucking that like I'm gonna end my vision when I'm old now is gonna be the dad from Beetlejuice, but instead of models, it's gonna be fucking Lego City upstairs.
So you're the dad from the Lego movie.
No, because he was a dick. He was a dick. I'll let my grandkids play with my Legos. I don't give a shit. But like, I was like, I want to.
Here's the thing, Fuzz. Here's the thing: is this? They like you want to build a city and you want them to play with it like it's a dollhouse. That's not how they play with it.
Yeah, they don't play like that.
The city. They play with the city like if they're Godzilla and that city's fucking Tokyo. And they just fucking stomp through it, dude.
I'll show you my kid's room, dude.
I fucking spent like just and there's no instructions. Like out of my mind's eye, I made my own decals. I created I made fucking. It pops up in my time hop sometimes. There was a Costco with decals. I had fucking a Wiener Schnitzel. The Wiener Schnitzel.
I remember the Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah,
I remember the Wiener Schnitzel.
It's ingrained in every kid because we just got her first Lego set. It's like a Duplo like train with like the letter blocks.
Just rip them off.
She just like pulls them apart and throws them around, and she
still
takes them and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. I think it's just ingrained in kids to do that.
And that's why you don't buy them presents until they're after 5.
I remember thinking too, I'm like, I'm the coolest dad ever. If I wish my dad would make an entire fucking city. I'm in there on Google, getting images, creating custom decals, going to the Lego store, buying custom bricks to make this thing be perfect. Take them to the fucking comic shop, made them a copy of it. I fucking did everything. And they're just like, smash. Like, oh, fuck you guys. That's why I'm not into it that much anymore, because it was like they just every time they smash my shit, it was my soul, dude. Because I didn't just buy them, like I bought all the cool shit, plus like I created I built the house I grew up in, like I did everything, dude.
A punji pit. He had some little Samoans in the punji pit. What's that, man? We don't talk about that.
Did you build a replica of Midget Town too?
Oh yeah, man. There was like a car with us getting arrested.
There's your reenactment.
Hey, you still got the Fats store?
The last time I saw it was in the showcase in the office
under the TV. Oh, it's in the office. Oh.
It was in the office. I don't know if they've moved it out since then, but it was in the office showcase. It was down at the bottom corner. Like you'd have to go looking for it.
Nate built that?
Yeah.
Oh. Damn, dude.
We're gonna have Operation Go Get 'Em.
It's all good, but the thing about it is, it like.
I mean, that was a cool one. Like when you said took it over there.
It got me notoriety. It got me notoriety. Like, hey, I'm the guy who had the Lego. Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, cool. I'll do a sketch for you, real cheap. Sweet. Like, we're not doing sketches, but you get one. Yeah. It's one of those things that make you stand out. It used to be my hat, but I gave it up.
That's my trademark. Damn it! It was my hat.
Yeah, I had it too.
I take this off, dude. No,
when I met Nate, his trademark to me was him digging through boxes, showing plumber crack, and Gwen running around the store. I was like, "What the hell, dude? This guy's kid's like over there. Get out of that box so I could dig in there, damn it."
Mine was coming out of the back room and watching Jason's kids laying on the floor and Nate's kids laying on the floor watching the TV. They would just like lay there, just in the middle of the aisles. People are like stepping over them to like get to the bins and stuff.
Wild.
Good old days.
I still remember the first night that we
We
were
all
out
slept
there.
over there like
We slept
homeless.
with the Fats for Silvestri. That
Yep.
was a fun night. I mean, we were there. I mean, I think I got there like around 10 p.m. the night before, or something like that. And
I think it was earlier.
or earlier, yeah, it might have been earlier too.
It was right when the store was closing.
Yeah, yeah. I stayed there, and it was like next thing you know, like it wasn't even that many of us. It was just a few of us.
I still remember. I remember meeting you guys, and I had the copy of I think Django, and it was still in the theater or something. And I brought my portable DVD player, and I was like, I'm all yeah. I didn't know if you guys were gonna, because at the time everyone was worried about him saying the N-word so much in the movie or whatever, and I had it, and I was like, you guys want to watch it? Everyone was like, I guess. We put it on for a little bit, and I think the battery died or something, and then everyone started hanging out and shooting the shit and stuff like that. But
yeah, the first night was dope. I mean, I was tired the next day, but it was so worth it for Sylvester
Right.
sketch.
Still have it.
Yeah, me too.
nothing beats the Stan Lee one though, dude. That's still the
Oh,
best
that
story.
was a fun night though.
That's still like the one to like. If I had to write, like if like write something down.
Oh, here comes. Here comes.
I would do that one, and let's like fucking all of us.
True COMICCON, Fuzzy's COMICCON stories. Here we go.
This wasn't at COMICCON. This was at the original Frankincense, but yes, it was. Stan Lee was going to be there. It was fucking. We all get there early as hell. Isaac was ahead of me, and we were like first 5 people in line, and we always stay the night. And so we're staying the night, and I'm hitting up Havok. I'm like, where the fuck are you? Oh, I'm at a bar. I'm like, all right, well, you coming? Yeah, I'll be there. Good. Fucking shows up in a car. You got dropped off, didn't you?
No, I drove. I was fucking wasted.
He came out of nowhere, comes walking up drunk as shit, and sits down next to us like, are we gonna party or what? Like, what the fuck?
We're gonna party? He has his dick in his hand. Hey, put that away. It's not going to party.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm like,
I just left West Hollywood.
and so we're like, wait, who else was there?
It was
Which time
Tiger
is
Man?
this? Is this when Tiger Man barfed?
Oh yeah, dude.
Man.
It was Tiger Man.
Tiger Man, Jose, Lego, JC.
I wasn't there when Tiger Man barfed.
It was awesome. That was
Jeff.
What's the girl the
Amber.
Yeah, Amber.
It was a
Jeff
gang of us.
Ottoman, Crypto,
Jarrell, Dad, the homie. Shout out to Jarrell. It's been a while since I spoken to the guy. Such a cool fucking dude, man. I love that guy. If you see this, Jarrell, shout out to you, brother. It's been a long time.
Jarrell?
Yeah. He's the one that got thrown up on.
Yeah,
he,
dude.
he was getting to the
Joel?
punchline.
Like Hal-El's dad?
Joel Guevara?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's Joel, not Jarrell.
I like to call him Jor-El. Okay.
Okay. He's Superman's dad since he got barfed on. He got the powers.
Yeah,
Dude,
he got the power.
But the part that was the best part was he was showing us his
No.
sweater. He's like, look at the sweater, dude.
He's
was
just
so
bought it.
proud.
He was all proud of it.
Brad spanking you.
And it was the ones where you like put the hood up and it had like
you put it up and you zip it all the way.
And so like, and
That
we're
dude
like,
loves
that's
Spider-Man.
dope. We're like,
Oh,
that's
he
so
says,
dope,
yeah.
dude. That's so dope. Fucking Tiger Man's killing me, dude, because he's just looking at me
Fireball.
going.
He's drinking. He drank that Fireball because he wanted to party with Steve.
If this
He
was
thought he could
Fireball,
party with
like
me.
the bottle, we were like, dude, we'll pour you a shot, and he's just like, you know what she told me? Fuck her, and he'd walk away. and, and, and then out of nowhere, I'm talking to Isaac and shit, and like shooting the shit with him, and here comes Tiger Man. She fucking fuck her. I didn't know what happened until I had to ask one of these guys what the fuck happened.
He's going through some shit, bro. He broke up with his lady.
But he was trying to because everybody had everybody had a one shot or whatever, and because I still wanted to party, and freaking he was like, I'll do it, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's have a couple of shots, whatever. But when he started pounding from the bottle, I was like, hey, bro, you do know that's still a whiskey, right? It's like, it's not candy. Oh, I could take it with you. I could drink as much as you. I'm like, okay, man, whatever. So let's do this. Anyway,
Let's do this. Pulled it right back out.
I was like,
I'll help you forget about her.
At that time, I was on my prime. It's like I was like, hey,
he was a prime dude.
I was ready to go. Let's go, and then freaking
like
he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he goes, he was gonna crash or something. So I told him he could sleep in the back of my car. I was like, here, dude, just fucking crash out. Or no, that was afterwards, right?
That was afterwards.
Yeah,
no, because he was after he threw up.
He was in one of the seats.
Yeah, and then he gets up, and there's a picture of all of us, like standing there like this, like posing, and Tiger Man's right next to us. So all of us are looking right here at the camera, and Tiger Man's looking like this. It's 3 seconds before the fucking projectile comes out. It's 3. Like every time that picture comes up, I just start laughing. I'm like, oh god, that's the greatest thing, because we were all standing in a circle like this, like smiling, and then all of a sudden they're like, you got it, and you just see it, and it looked like it wasn't like when people.
It was Regan. It was Regan from The Exorcist.
Just flying, and dude, his brand new sweater.
Lard ass from Stand By Me.
Yes, dude. And it's just hitting.
So you should see everybody was so we all jumped so fast, and then but Joel was the only one that didn't realize what's going on, and then next thing you know, Joel saw a wave of throw up going.
It was like a fire hose.
It looked like the Nickelodeon fire hose that they do with the cat. He got slimed. He was at the Kid Choice Awards.
He grabs his sweater. He's like, "What?
What the hell?" He was dude. He wanted to kill Tiger Man. Like he wanted to kill Tiger Man so bad.
Oh, dude.
It was because
it turned him into Dead Man.
We put him in my car.
The best. And I remember that night was freezing too, man.
Yeah,
that night was cold. Fucking cold.
And his sweater gone. Brand new fucking $70 sweater.
Did Joel stay? Because I think did he leave?
No, he stayed.
He stayed. I never saw him after that.
I swear he stayed, dude. Like I swear he stayed.
Because I have the picture.
In that picture of us all in the line, he's not in there anymore.
He's not in there. That's what I'm saying. Because I think he left. I think he was so pissed he left.
He left in the middle of the night when we were all asleep.
No, it's like Back to the Future, man. He was erased from existence.
he Thanos snapped.
Oh, that was such a fun night, man. Though I had such a blast on that night.
And that's honestly, dude, what I miss, dude, about like fucking the signings. Yeah, dude, it was like some of the times, dude, you guys would be
what
like,
happens to those? Like, you know, the thing is that the people who didn't have the intestinal fortitude to fucking camp out complained a lot about it. Mm-hmm. They're like, what if I want to get a sketch? Well, get your ass out there ahead of me, bitch. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like,
I'll be like, hey,
but they couldn't get out ahead of us because one of us would get in front and then we would all just cut and be like, fuck that
guy. And then one of the I would tell some guy complained right in front of me. I was like, and I told him, dude, like, do you think I like sleeping on the floor on the street like a bum? Like, come on, bro. Like I called in sick, so I'm doing whatever I can to get this damn sketch. What are you showing up an hour before the signing? Get out of here with this nonsense.
I like when they would walk up to the line. Hey, what time did you guys get here? Yesterday. Yesterday. Yeah, we slept here. The fuck? And they walk away, and it's like early bird gets the worm, bro.
That's right. That's right. Like that was always my favorite thing. Like you guys took me to some fucking people I could care less about. Like I was just like, oh, like I met more artists through you guys than I did reading their books. You know, because you guys would be like, oh, this guy's fucking great, and I'm like, it's a camp out. Fuck it, let's go, dude. Let's do it. Like I was telling Sanchez because he was like about the Arizona one, right? He goes, what if they sell out? And I'm like, fucking, I'm going for the ride, dude. Like, I'm going with you guys for the ride and fucking, yeah, I'll go to the con and shit and, get a Rubenstein if I can. But if not, it ain't the end of the world. The fun's going there and going home. That's the fun part, dude.
If you're looking to get a Rubenstein, get a picture for him to copy off of. If like what the pose you want, because that's what he'll do anyways. You might as well pick it for him.
He already has like you've seen it. I think I don't know if you've seen it lately that he already has like a bunch of them that are pre-done
that you can just pick.
And they're like not fully done. Like they're just what are they called?
Sketches. They're rough.
They're rough. So he says, okay, you can keep the rough sketch for $25, but if you want me to detail it, it'll be $75. And he'll do a badass job. He'll detail it really nice.
Yeah, I'm down. That's him, and I want to go hang out with photos again. So
I want Derek Robertson. I want to get a sketch by Derek Robertson.
If I could get something, I'm down to. But like again, I'll go for Rubenstein first because I know all you guys are going for him. So I'll let you guys.
I already got a Gambit by him, so I'm good.
I got a Red Skull by him. Jose got a Spider-Man from him at WonderCon.
Get a cap or something like that from him.
I think he has Superman too.
Superman.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's what I'm getting. And I got to get my Superman collection. One of these days, I'll show you. I've been going through my PC and getting rid of stuff. I had like 3 copies of fucking Last Ronin #1 first printings. I was like, damn. Like I had triplicates of all kinds of stuff that I just would buy randomly. And I'm like, I wonder what I got slabbed. And I'm flipping through my slabs. Everything is either some sort of fucking sketch or a wrestler. Like I got all these wrestling books signed. I got fucking Jake the Snake, Undertaker, New Age Outlaws, like all these guys. I was like, fuck, dude, none of these guys are comic guys. This is all wrestling shit.
Well, that's your PC at least, shoot.
No, yeah, exactly. That's my shit. Like, but even like my Neil Adams signed Superman, it's a 3.0. It's like worth nothing, but I'm like, it's fucking.
You guys trip out on that? Shit. You follow Neil Adams on Instagram?
No.
For being dead, he goes live a lot. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? How is this Dracula motherfucker going live?
From beyond the grave.
He's all weekend at Neil's.
Man. You guys.
Raw.
You guys are horrible.
Dude, but I'm telling you, he still has the best live sale ever because he would get mad at his wife and shit, like right on camera. What the fuck? He started yelling and shit. The camera fell to the ground and he was just drawing. He just saw his hand for like half the thing. I was texting my cousin. I'm like, go to Adam's thing. The shit's going down, dude. Like, I love this shit.
Yeah, one time I had Adams was at Fats. Oh man, because he hates
when he burned the hole through your
back. Dude,
what happened?
Because they were giving out because you know how at Fats they used to do the first signature for free, and then it was like whatever $20-$30 the signature. So me and Dunn we went, we got there super late. We're like, let's still go. And I couldn't find the comic that I bought. I literally went to J&J, bought this awesome comic for Neil, like an old X-Men. It was the X-Men or DC or Batman. I don't remember. One of those. It was Batman. I bought it for Neil. Of course, my stupid ass. I put it in my room and next thing you know, it
You threw the
appeared, right?
Bermuda Triangle.
The
And
Bermuda
I
Triangle.
couldn't find it, right? So I found this this omnibus that I had. I was like, okay, cool. I bought the Batman omnibus from Neil Adams. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take this over there. So we go with Dunn, and you know, we wait on the line, yada yada, and he signs it, and then he's like, "Do you want it? Do you want you to put your name on it?" I'm like, "No." And he really hates that, right? He really hates that. He wants everything personalized because he thinks you're gonna sell it on eBay. And so he gave me that look, and then I'm like, just like whatever, you know. And then we're talking. There, Dunn's
You
asking
just got to
questions.
distract him with the conspiracy theory at
And
that
no,
point.
I don't know. But it was already late. We were the last. Literally, we were the last two people for the line, and Dunn asked him a question, and then he comes back to me and looks at me and is like, "Are you sure you don't want it personalized?" I said, "No." I'm like, no. I just want my name. That's all. I just have my name. That's all. And then Dunn asked another question for the third time. He's all, and he turns around again. He's all, "You sure? Because I could do it really quick. I don't mind putting your name on here." And I was like, no. It's cool. It's cool. I just wanted it that. And I turned around. I literally like grabbed the book off his hands. You know, like give me this book back. You know. And I turned around and Dunn was like, dude, Neil was so pissed that you didn't put your name on there. He was just giving you like the death look behind you, like this mother effort's gonna go straight to eBay to sell my book. And I'm over here
This
like
is what I
watching.
hate about these signings, these big
I
gargoyles.
was just like skipping. I was like skipping my book, like I got my one signature, you know. Fucking Neil wanted to kill me.
The Snyder one, dude, I'll never forget because
That was a shit show.
That dude, but the part that killed me wasn't even the signing; it was the fucking sleeping over. And I went and had like something to eat at one of the little restaurants right there. Fucking came back and we're hanging out. I had to shit, and it was like 1 in the morning.
Spires.
Yeah,
Spires, yeah.
Spires.
Now
Those
it's
are
Gallo
Spires.
Giro now.
I couldn't get in
Oh, that's
anywhere, so I
even
had to
better.
drive to the fucking gas station down the street to use the bathroom. And I get there, the dude's bathroom door's closed, like locked. I'm like, fuck. And you know, like it's that moment where you're crowning and shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm all fuck. So like I go to open it, and finally the dude opens the door, right? The door opens up. Homie had a fucking colostomy bag, and it had burst all over the fucking room. And I just walked in, and I looked, and I went, "I'm sorry, dude." And I looked at the guy and I go, "You should probably get a mop and help this guy in here. I'm using the ladies' room." And I ran into the fucking ladies' room, dude. I was like, "Oh, these poor ladies are gonna hate me after this thing." And a lady was knocking on the door. When she came out, I looked her
How's
dead in
it
her
going, little lady?
I looked her dead in the face, zipped my zipper in front of her, was like, "You don't want to go in there, young lady. It's a bad one. It's a bad one." I just walked the fuck out. Got in the car and drove back like laughing. I was like, "Oh fuck, dude."
That signing was pretty bad. Like it was chaos. That was chaotic that day.
But since that signing, Snyder has never forgotten me. He's always like when I have the fedora, he's always like he'll look me up and down. He sees the hat, he goes, "Hey!"
Here we go, guys. Another bag.
What'd you do?
Oh, Inhumans?
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I just put it in the clear bag. And it fits perfect.
Is that thicker than a Mylar?
It's exactly. It fits perfectly from side to side in the top loader. And they're clear back. I don't know, man. I like it.
Yeah, they're thicker than a Mylar. Yeah.
They are thicker than a Mylar.
They have bags that the boards are clear too. You can buy clear boards.
Yeah, the boards are clear.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Jose said, I think I would use those for my my sketches that are not TGC, and I'll just have them protected like that. I moved the box and I saw like I was like more than half of it's pure sketches that I totally forgot that I have. I was like, oh, these are nice. And I was like, I gotta put these on something.
Especially when these bag and boards, you get them from places and they tape them. It's like, fuck,
Yeah.
man. I've had that happen before where I was taking a bag of, I peeled the tape off, and the tape still got some stick to it, and the shit sticks back to the book. Fuck. Bad news.
And then what was it? A couple of days ago, when was your live list? I was like, oh, list is on. I'm gonna kick back and hang out and check out the show. And I'm like, it was going good until the end. I was like, hey, I can't hear you. I was like,
Yeah, I know what happened. I'm not sure what happened with that. I was showing off because they're Legendary's doing that Kickstarter campaign for the Godzilla, King Kong, all of their stuff. And everybody's like, oh, I don't want to spend that kind of money. I don't know what it looks like. Well, I'll show you what their quality looks like because I've got the Pacific Rim version of it too. And yeah.
What happened was during filming, the warning came up that the power was down to 20%.
Ah.
So I clicked, close like real quick, but after that, even on the phone, the feed was like real jumpy. Mm-hmm. And then people started putting in, "Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you." So
yeah, like I started like when we were watching, the next thing you know, like the sound went away.
It's weird.
I think it glitched for like a second, and then it just I couldn't hear anything anymore. I was like, "Oh, damn."
Well, next time I know that I just have to be fully charged.
All rules of filming. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So
right.
Always expect it.
Here's another cool thing too. I forgot to tell you guys. It's got this little strip on it. So you peel the strip off, and then it seals, and it's resealable.
Look at that Dungeons and Dragons advertisement. Holy shit. Yeah. Back before it was woke as fuck.
Are you excited for the Dungeons and Dragon movie?
Not really. In a previous age, I would have been head over heels. Like when the Jeremy Irons one came out with one of the Wayans brothers in it. Like back then, I was like super excited, and it was such a piece of shit. But like this one, like it looks good, but we don't live good. We don't live in those days anymore, man. We just don't live there. Look at
yeah, we've got to deal with fucking Willow.
Yeah, look at what they did to Willow.
Dude, Willow is killing me right now, dude. I'm like,
oh my god.
The last episode was so
I was dying, dude. I'm like, okay, of course she's the fucking witch. Come on, dude. Come on.
Drown her. Drown Kit. Drown that.
And I'm
bitch.
dying, dude, that they got the wand like a machine gun. Like, she's
They just got done saying that, like, using all of their magic taxes them and wears them down, and it makes me tired, and they're just out there willy-nilly throwing this shit around, and I was just like...
I'm telling you, dude, the guy that directed this, did you see who it was?
No.
It's Lawrence Kasdan's kid.
Yeah, he had a fucking know better.
Guy.
And I'm dying laughing because I'm like, is he the one that loves Young Guns so much? Because fucking that's all this is Young Guns, dude. It's Young Guns. Not even the good one, Young Guns 1. It's Young Guns 2. That's the sad part, dude.
It's,
like, fuck.
Which is crazy because they died at the end of Young Guns.
What are you talking about, bro? Young Guns 2 was awesome.
No, I never said out of the two, it's the worst. But number one,
I don't know about this worst thing. Okay,
it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's fucking. It's it's not compared to the original. It has nothing on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't. I'm waiting for them to eat peyote, and then we'll be fucking ready to roll.
That show just is. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
We were watching this last
angry.
episode.
I get angry having to watch it.
And, like, the story is bad. The acting's bad. The editing is bad. Like everything is just like it's like.
At least the music's bad.
The Bad Batch is good.
It is.
That's what I was
dude,
gonna
that's
watch
been
today.
so good, dude. That's
Happy
been
they
really
gave us
good. The
2
Bad Batch.
I
episodes.
started watching Jack Ryan.
The new season's
I
on.
love
Which
Jack
oh,
Ryan.
so good.
Jack Ryan.
We haven't seen any of it, so we started it today. We watched the first 2 episodes before the show.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it was good, and especially with what's going on right now,
It's you know what it's okay, but it's a little confusing because if you remember the Alec Baldwin and Harrison Ford movies that came out before this, all of this stuff with Jack Ryan and Jim Greer is like in the back of my mind is like the setup for this, and like they basically reinterpret their relationship and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if I should be pissed about it or not.
I think it's their story. It's just it takes place in
Yeah.
No, it can't be because they're not going to have the Red October in there. There's no more Soviets.
I know this is before all of that.
I know, but my point is that the best movie that they put out for Jack Ryan, we're never going to get to see any of that because we're way too late.
But it won't. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you because I'm telling you, the series is really good. It's really good.
Are they going to make the Red October like a North Korean sub?
Maybe.
Well, no, this season is all about Russia. So
yeah, it's all about Russia.
But the one thing I will, because I'm a fan of the Harrison
red
Ford,
kimchi.
the Baldwin. I'm a fan of all the Jack Ryan stuff. This one they made him Bond, like he's literally James Bond.
I like that Banshee. I always like that cover. Yeah, this it's the 3rd season right now. The Jack Ryan.
Yeah,
just 3rd season. Yeah,
we're only on season 1 episode.
It's really good. Every season has been good.
But by you get to the 3rd season, he's fucking James Bond, dude. Like, and again, I'm with it. I'm fine. You know what I mean? I like him like that. But this is, if you're comparing it to the older version of him, it's not like, because the older version, he was just like a guy. Like, he was just a smart guy. You know what I mean? Like, he could figure out, and he got caught up. Like Patriot games, like that's one of my favorite scenes when they blow up the car and they kill the fucking the people right in front of him and shit, and Harrison's running after him, like he doesn't look like a hero that can take on the bad guy kind of thing. That's what was so good about.
No, he still gets his ass beat.
Kaczynski can kill these guys. Like,
no, but Kaczynski
at one point,
still
he's
gets his
picking
ass
people off. Oh yeah, he gets his ass kicked, dude. But by the 3rd season, again, he's Jack Reacher, like Bond style, like just whooping people's asses.
Oh yeah, we finished watching Reacher too.
That was good too.
Love Reacher.
Jack Reacher around?
Dude, that dude is huge.
Yeah,
that dude is huge, man.
Yeah, he's badass.
Scary.
They should have cast him as Captain America.
They could. They still could for like the new.
Not that annoying twat, Chris Evans.
Damn.
You love Chris Evans.
Chris, you love Chris Evans. What happened?
Chris Evans did well as Captain America, but in real life, IRL, he's a piece of shit.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
He is a piece of shit, man. If you ever listen to that guy talk, he's awful. He's the worst.
There.
Is he worse than Ruffalo?
They're like in the same boat.
Ruffalo's pretty bad.
I guess the super soldier serum jacks your mind in real life.
I remember, I forgot what show it was, but they're like, and it's everyone's favorite mangina, Mark Ruffalo.
They said that?
Yeah, they said that on the show when they were making fun of they're making fun of a romantic comedy, and they announced him like that.
Whoa. Is that what you like in life? Is that what we're looking for?
Hey, that's what Josh said. So, Josh plus a TV show writing about him being a mangina. That's on the money.
It's Gina, mangina.
I just started watching Wednesday. I'm digging it.
Dude,
That's really
you
good.
barely watching it?
Yeah, dude. I mean, because I was waiting for everyone to watch it, and they friggin' I watched only the first episode, and the way they did the whole like revealing what she can do, like touching people and seeing things. It was smart. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like it felt natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of this show feels very natural. So I was digging it. It didn't feel like I was
Not
watching
forced.
a teen show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not
Josh even
Willow.
liked
It didn't feel like Willow.
Oh God, don't even. That's a no word.
Liz loves Willow.
How is Willow? It's kind of like Willow makes that fucking Lord of the Rings show be okay.
Board of the Rings.
Almost.
The one that's getting me right now hooked on is one I was telling you guys about. It's on Peacock right now. It's done by Seth Rogen. He produced it, and it's this guy wrote this book called Duplicity, and it's about his wife, him finding out that she's a hook. Oh, that's dope. That's hella dope. This dude meets a girl when the internet dating goes on, and he's your typical fucking IT nerd, like just totally uncomfortable around women, and he marries her and then finds out that she was just using him for his money and divorces her, but then she ends up being part of this prostitute ring and stuff, like she's a madam and stuff. And so he wrote a movie, and so they're filming the movie while he's telling the documentary. But after the second episode, you start going, did this really happen? Like they don't know. Like, and then I think Seth Rogen and them set it up.
Is it kind of shot kind of along the lines of like Tiger King was?
No, it's very much like it's a behind the scenes, like they're gonna film this movie and they have actors in it and he's playing himself, but then like they'll cut to the director and then like the voiceover is like letting you think that, oh shit, is this all set up just to see if this guy's really telling the truth? It's like the Jinx, like they're trying to catch him in a lie. And then little by little, his story starts falling apart and stuff like that. So it's like you're technically maybe watching a documentary about a stalker and not what this guy was talking about. It's fucking weird, dude. Like it's hella good, dude. It's on Peacock. It's called like Paul Schwartz or something like that.
Paul something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking hella good. Hella good.
We have to dip out. It's 1:00 for us out here.
Josh I got to get up in 4 hours.
All right.
The good old days. The good old days.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Get up.
Thank you, guys. Good
love,
seeing
peace,
you.
and chicken grease, guys.
Nice.
Later.
How do I turn this off?
Take care.